In this video, we're going to be talking about extending our reach with modules. We're going to be talking a little bit about what modules are, the best ways to find modules, how to download them, and where to place them on our site in order to get them working. And then we're going to talk a little bit about how to manage the modules that are currently on our site. Out of the box, Drupal is great. But where its real power comes from is when we extend it using different modules. Now there's several different ways to find modules for Drupal. One of which is to actually head over to Drupal.org. Once we're there, we can use their search feature to find any modules we might be looking for. So in this case, we're looking for the weight module. We type that in, and we're brought to a list of things on Drupal related to weight. And what we want are modules. So here you can see that we're getting a lot of stuff that has to do with weight. And this one here is actually the one we want, but it's not up top. To modify this, we can say that we want to search by relevancy, and we want things that are compatible with Drupal 8. And this will allow us to filter our list down quite a bit more to get what we're actually looking for. And here we can see that we have the weight module. Once we're here, we're going to be brought to the project page where we can read an overview about what this module does. And at the bottom, we get our options for downloading. And we're going to grab the zip here. The other option, which I actually find to be more effective in searching for modules, is to simply use Google, and we type in Drupal weight. When we do that, we can see that other than the advertisement, the weight module is actually the one that comes up first. This is particularly useful when you know the functionality you're looking for, but you don't quite know a module specifically that will do it. We can type in something here like social media, and we can see that we're brought to several different modules that are going to allow us to have some sort of social media functionality. And we can click in here and we can read the description, take a look at some screenshots, and see if this is the actual module that we want. In this case, we're not going to do this right now, but that personally is my favorite way of finding modules on Drupal, just because it's a little more user-friendly in the fact that I can search by idea, not necessarily just by, the name of a module. From here, it's pretty simple to get a new module onto our website. First of all, we have to extract the module that we just downloaded. In this case, we're going to extract the weight module. And then we're going to head over to our htdocs file here. And we're going to go into our Drupal site, and there's one place specifically that we need to put new modules onto our website, and that's the modules folder here. Now there's several different theories on how you can organize this. Some people like to put contrib modules into a subfolder called contrib, and some people like to put custom modules into a subfolder called custom. For our purposes right now, we're just going to stick this here. The README file is only going to tell you that this is where you put modules, and the first thing I always do to it is just delete it, because there's really no use. We're going to come in here, we're going to double check and make sure that this is the root folder of our weight module, and we're just going to drag and drop that in here. Obviously, if you're developing on a live server, this process is going to take a little bit longer. But now, if we come back here to our website and we go to the Extend tab, what we're going to see is that we have a new item in our list here called weight. And there is an info file within that module that tells it where to appear here. In this case, it's under field types. Sometimes it will create a new drop-down menu all of its own. If we turn that on and then we install it, this is going to do something new to our website. It's going to add a new field type that can be used within our content types. So if you remember back to adding a new field in the last video, this is actually going to add a new item to that list. So if we come up here to Structure, Content Types, and we manage the fields on our basic page, actually we can come here and we can get to any of those options by clicking this drop down. But we're going to manage the fields here. And we're going to add a new field to our basic page. And if we come in here, we can now see that weight is listed where it would not have been listed before. And what weight does is it allows you to use it as a sorter for your nodes. So when we get into views, this will make more sense, but we can sort based on this weight field. So we can specify node importance. But that is the simplest way downloading and installing a new module. Now, a lot of other modules are going to have their configuration settings found here in the configuration tab, but that just all depends on the depth of the module itself. The weight module really doesn't have a lot of settings because it's just a simple number field that allows you to specify a weight, but it's a very small, easy module, and it's one that I use quite a lot. But that is how you download and install a new module on your Drupal site. In the next video, we're going to be talking about using blocks in Drupal 8.